Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 111th edition of Invest Data Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, today I will start with this before we go into looking at what is happening globally. No matter what you trade, stock, currency, and commodity, volatility is your friend. And extreme volatility is very important for us to monitor as traders or investors, especially during times like this when we see that major economic factors or indicators are shifting and the investor sentiment also are equally oscillating. You see, this is the importance of using volatility. Volatility is very important when you are trading, and it creates a lot of what a lot of opportunity for those that are doing you know they trade activities that buy low and sell at that same day, or those also that are doing position taking, that see a stock that pull back to a good price, and also that stock has good fundamental that or good sector that likely to work to bounce back immediately. That is why volatility is very, very important. But why, as an investor, as you are looking at volatility, you also want to at the same time look at what is happening, in the market generally, so that you will be at the safer end of the market. And that is why I always say that you to manage to manage risk, to manage your portfolio very well, so that you can manage loss. Use your stop loss regularly. Other technical tools like support and the resistance level, which I always mention on this class, you need to use them when you are in this kind of state. That is why volatility is good for the market, but your ability to catch on these numbers, this volatility, and also take advantage of the movement of prices of goods and the prices of these stocks. Once you're able to do that, I'm telling you, you are also on a good particular or a good position to know what is happening in that space. And anytime you are looking at your stop loss, you're looking at the support and resistance level, you need to do it with what? With knowledge and also with insight, so that at the end of the day, you will be what? A better investor by taking what? A better decision that also will help you what? To manage your portfolio. This is how I want to start this morning. But I'll tell you as we speak now, the global market are largely in green. I mean largely in green. Most of the stock market across the globe are in green. Only few environment or few zone or climate, I would say they are we are seeing a miss trend as to speak at this hour. And this positive or green position we are seeing this morning is as a result of what? The brighter economic data that are emanating from different the different economies of this environment we are looking at, US, UK, Europe and Asia and Africa. You can see because of this is the time we are seeing this economic data, and also coupled with what? Corporate actions that also, or corporate earnings, sorry, that also beat expectation. These indicators are also slowing down the fear of recession, and I mean that kind of suffering fear of recession across the globe too. And that is that you can see that most of the market able to extend what their gain they made yesterday. For like in Europe, European markets extended the gain yesterday. That's why that they are looking forward to see the Bank of England meeting to adjust rate or not. These are what is influencing the market positively. For me, if you also look at the better than expected, better than expected German factory order also has also supported that market in that zone. For me, these are what investors should be looking at. Now, back home here, we look at what is happening in Asia. No, despite that oil price was still oscillating, the outcome of OPEC meeting yesterday, where kind of 100,000 increase in different producers like Nigeria here, we're given a additional 100 starting from the month of September. It tells you that despite the fear that oil price pull back, we saw also this morning that it's finding a kind of stability or rebound, but not too sharply. But this it's now above it's a 6 months low that it pulled back to before. Now, but oil try to find, but I tell you that oil will continue to oscillate and also stay above $100 due to what distortion what in supply. And you can see that even Russia and the Europe zone, despite that they are still significant of sanction, I see that also they are suffering from them, so that they can still get this oil, because it's very important to a lot of production cycle, production machine, everything, and even them for the environment because of the cold nature. They need to, I can tell you that oil price continue to oscillate even as the U.S. president also urged OPEC to increase supply, because when there is supply, when there is increase in output, that is also likely to to make price come down. But as we are seeing that commodity price is likely to come down, since oil price is trading below $100, we expect that if I said, as I said yesterday, that the grains that are coming out from Ukraine continue to come out as negotiated. We start seeing it regularly coming out every day, one ship leaving there. If that is sustained, we're also going to see that prices of most commodities that have rallied to push this inflation to this level also may likely come down. And that will also slow down the rate of what rate hike, which I said yesterday from most of the the central bank. As we speak now, today, even as the Bank of England is also in that dilemma, whether to increase by 100 or 50. But what we're saying that I want to see what they're going to adjust, because this in the Bank of England have done almost like 5 times increment in the rate for this why, and also see this is the highest they have seen since 2008. If that sustain in this meeting, or they want to leave it flat, or they want to just inch it up, we'll see, because I'm saying that as we're seeing things likely to change. Yes, we know that the visit of U.S. speaker tries to raise opera kind of some geopolitical tension here and there, but I know naturally it starts coming down. But we know that things are going to drive this market volatility. That's why I said, you as a trader, volatility is your friend, because it gives you opportunity to enter and go out low and sell, and that is the matter in equity investment. You buy low and sell high, but it depends on your investment objective, and at the same time what you are using to watch the market, or what you are doing to study the market. Most of us that are fond of using only fundamental, yes, stock will be good, the price might not be moving because the fundamental is good, but it is the sentiment behind that stock, it is the psychology of investor that you want to look at. And this volatility, and when we are using trend analysis, we are using technical analysis, you get to understand what is pushing the stock up and what is pushing it down, and what price it will get to and it will bounce. This way able to do this, and that will go a long way to support your portfolio. Like I always tell people that as a trader, don't allow all your money or your capital to be in position. Always set up some money to be in your position down, so that when there's opportunity that comes in, when you are watching, especially those that are doing day trading, and that is the essence of this class. We see. I remember when we were doing this class, when your cap touch as low as 9 naira. People were calling. I say take a position, buy it there. People were saying it's still going to go down. That you have not seen that price. You also have seen that as it touched that price 9 naira, it bounced back. They have not really, it's only looking at 12 naira. That means if you have entered at 9 naira, at 12 naira, you are talking about what? 13 naira, 3 naira, profit. And that is how much? That is more than 20% in less than 1 week. The application that you can take for 3 days, 2 days, you can do a day trading, buy low and sell high that same day. If you enter at 9 naira, it closed at 10 naira, 10 people that same day. You need to understand how to, like, also the same thing in NTN. Most of this stuff, look at what is happening access. You need to understand how to take advantage of volatility in the market. Yes, the general market might become a bit slow, but individual stock, individual sector, understand the activities in that sector, so that you know exactly what to do when you are trading. This is very, very important when you are trading what equity. Don't just because say I'm trading stock, let me wait to buy. It must not be a long term. I want to buy and wait for 1 year. No, you can take advantage of this market. That's why if you're a trader, you keep your eyes on the market. Also have fun. One thing is that if you are keeping your eyes on the market and there's no enough fund in your portfolio to take advantage of opportunities you are seeing in the market, you have to also ask yourself a question, because this is also very, very important. But when we're only looking one way, you want to look at, then it becomes a problem to you as what as a trader or investor. But once you have fun in your portfolio and you can cash in opportunity that you are seeing, once you can take advantage of those opportunities you are seeing in the market, you are good to go. But when those opportunities are not there, your fund is still remain in the market, but your eyes is on what is happening in the market, so that at the end of the day, you will be in better position to say, yes, I've traded today and I've made money, because that is why you are in the market, just to catch these opportunities and also fly with them. That is why you are in the market. It's very, very important that as a trader and investor, you need to learn how to use all this to stay ahead of the market. Once you are ahead of the market, I'm telling you, you are good to go with the trend in the market. And you must have information and watch the sentiment in the market. That's why volatility is very, very important when you are trading. And why is it very so important? Because you understand the market and you know that yes, the market is still remaining in uptrend, it is still trending, but individual stocks are giving me opportunity. That because people say look at the trend of the market, where the direction of the market is very, very important, whether it's going down or up. But individual stock that you are playing, the market is a segregated of what of numbers of all the listed company, but individual price movement, yes, the market has a way of influencing it. But you as a trader, you are not buying the market, but you are not trading the index. You are trading what the equity that are listed, the stock that you are not trading the sector indicator. You also trading it to you are trading individual stocks. It is when you are trading those indicators, those indices that yes, like we say you can use it, but most times it's just to guide you where the data market is going. But we look at individual stocks in that sector. That is why most times you look at the leaders and also those that are also following the leader, you also are using to study the market. That's why you at any time as an investor keep your eye in the market, especially if you are what a trader. Keep your eye in the market. It's very, very important so that you can stay ahead of the market. Don't just allow the market to just shake you out of your position out of fear. No, because we expect that no matter what happens, market will either may go up or down. But if your eyes in the market, you will always stay ahead of the market because you are seeing it. You can adjust your decision. But that day when this thing was happening, cost I had that day was small. But most people that are smart that call I say go ahead, able to catch on that position and also bail out from it. This is what you should also notice when you are trading. And when you are doing that, it's very, very important too for you to always look at these positions and you get what you need exactly. Yes, we want to look at a few fundamentals before we go to technical of the market. I want to look at two stocks that really led the losers yesterday, and they're in the same industry, and why the numbers have changed. I want to look at University Press, Q1 report that hit the market. We say earnings that are hit the market so far have been impressive. But I will also tell you that there are some medium and local stocks that the numbers are not also supporting their price because of what most of them posted a disappointing number or a missed number that the market are reacting to them. We want to see the number that University Press released, during for the Q1 ended June 30th, 2022. The stock, you can see that the top line, which is the revenue, was slightly up, moving from 184.91 million to 202.43 million, representing about 99.9.5%. In that direction, we can see that there's also a decline from a decline from the what from the PAT. As we speak now, we are seeing that the company PAT for this period is negative. It's now a negative result we are seeing, and that lead to what a negative 0.8 0.38. As we speak, the PAT now is negative 164.65% against the 150.45%. This also, you can see that this is not a good number, and for that you can see that the way for the last 2 days, the stock is dropping. It tells that when a company perform well, market will treat you well. And one thing that we should also understand that this company is what we call, I call them one of these cyclical company in terms of number, because now that schools are closing, this is the session that no purchasing of goods for new session is not done, and that period you can see that their sales is down. You can see, and also the high cost of operation, especially the printing press. I'll tell you the cost of their material has increased. That also affected them. If you look at the cost there, the whole number, you can see that it also affected the university press, and that has led to this report. Don't forget that as school is resuming by September, when most of the school order for a whole session and they pay. That is why you gotta check the performance of this sector, especially like Learn Africa and academic press, even university press. In that period, that is their second quarter result. Second quarter results most time are the second quarter and their third quarter results are where you see a good performance in their number, because that time they factor in the soul square they have the schools that are resuming, and they buy for the whole session. That time more money will come to them. Even when people are going to digital, there's most of them are also have a product for that digital platform. When I ask questions, for me it's a good one, but this number will kind of put the price down for you also as investor or trader. You know your investment goal. For those that are looking for cheap stock to buy, when they come down, you see that there is probably that number will increase. to start looking at to see the second quarter number that will change the trend. You know exactly when to position. That is why I say keep your eyes on this kind of stocks, because yes, you can see that the performance for Q1 is not too good, and that market is fitting in there. Then also you have to keep your eye to see where this stock was going to also stop going down. At that time you need to also know exactly what to do. Once that one is down, you are really really in charge of your portfolio. But as we speak now, I can tell you that Bank of England raised the key rate by 50 basic points to what to tame rising rising inflation in that domain. You can see, I'll tell you this increment for for, if you compare what they have done for in terms of Jacob, consider that started reducing 50 basic points. For me, it's not a bad one. But you see, we're expecting that generally what will happen, oil price, if you can remember, below $100, like this invasion in Ukraine by Russia, and also we'll see price of items coming down. We expect that also to, sorry that people admit that, because it does get a kind of breaking news that yes, well, we're seeing that Bank of England has tried to improve. Once the price remains below $100 and greens continue to come out, and that also depress the prices of all these commodities, we might see like other ones, their next one, because they have all stated for their last recent their MPC meetings or meetings to adjust. We believe that coming ones between now and then, that is why it comes every 2 months, so that they can study what is happening in the economy and also adjust it to keep the economy in the right direction. That is what we expect going to the future. This is what also should guide us when we are trading or investing, because we are seeing shift in economic data. We are seeing from earnings. We are seeing also information about what is happening in terms of the political activities, also pre-election year here. We need to put all these things into place when you are taking your investment decision. But I'll tell you, the market has all it takes for you to edge against inflation if you're in the right position, in the right position for you to protect your wealth, protect your investment, and that is why it's good. Like almost the same pattern of what earnings what we saw in Latin Africa. Pick one. Let me look at Latin Africa now so that we can see. Then, okay, because of our time in Africa, can't find it here. But I believe that when I saw the two numbers, they're the same, but I didn't get it out. But I believe that this pattern will also give you that when you see a stock that has kind of a cyclical performance, where there's quarter they do, where I said you must understand company that this quarter they perform well, next quarter they go down. But there are some companies in our market that every quarter, every year they continue to grow their earnings. You need to understand those company again, so that you know how to analyze this company and take advantage of the analysis you are doing and information you expect to be right when we are positioning. That's why I have to bring the Passive Press and then Africa, because I know how their performance and how their earnings also come. It's when you are seeing a new session, you see more of the stronger number, because that the period their sales will always increase, and when people order more for what for their books. After that again to another section. That is why I need to bring it in our discussion today. But now I want to look at what is happening in the market life now. Looking at our technical tools, because it's very, very important again for us. Because I will tell you, you must know how to combine the two to balance what your analysis. As we speak now, our market is still oscillating, but it opened in the green this morning, up. But as we speak now, market is slightly down marginally. But I'll tell you, still trading above the C line. As we speak now, market is trading around the 50,591.14. Market is slightly down with a 3.25 point and 0.001. You can see that market is slightly down. It opened in the green, almost with almost 0.5, 0.05% up. But this hour market has pulled back slightly. But also, if you look at the market red, I will tell you it does also slightly in positive terrain, or I say flat. As we speak now, we're having 10 gainers and also 9 losers. And now among the top gainers for today or at this hour is Honeywell, almost 10%, followed by Japan Gold. You can see the COVID business solution, QTs and Zenith Bank. These are the top 5. Others in that category are Access Bank, GT Code. You can see also this Access Bank and GT Code are slightly up, and the Exchange Group also, and MTN is just also slightly up there with Tenkobo up No, we believe that before the market close by 2:30, we see activity small in the market. But if you look at on the loser start, I will tell you that the Champion Brewery, Champion Brewery is leading the pack there, followed by Champs, and we'll see FTN Cocoa, Unity Bank, and Dangote Sugar. These are the ones on that pack. Then don't forget that the top trade is very, very important. You need to know the volume that is supporting the trade and the market, or also individual stock. As speak now, Access Bank is leading in top trade, followed by Dapper Gold, USCN, Transcorp, and also Honeywell. And Honeywell can see it among the top gainers. And then this for the past 3 days, Honeywell has gained almost 30%, getting to 3 naira from as low as 205 to almost 2 naira 75 kobo. Not as a result of what, not the number that are released, but because of what, the news of what, of the MTO, which is the mandatory takeover, form or activity that's going around the government for. Knowing that the qualification day is tomorrow, I think that is why people are still looking at that position to take and be part of that. But as an investor or trader, you need to understand if you have entered at that point. For me, I know you have made up to like no more than 20%, nothing stop you to take your profit. This kind of market, when you are trading a volatile market like this, you saw this stock coming down, even at this Monday at 205. You enter at this time, nothing stop you for taking your profit. When we come to the chart, we should go to look at that. Yes, no, we want to look at the pattern of Honeywell, Access Bank, look at Zenith Bank, also look at still look at what is happening in Transcorp. Then for the decliners, look at the pattern for Dangote Sugar to see when is the time for us to jump in. It's time for me to want to look at these five stocks now. But quickly, let's go to the chart here to look at the market after studying as well. This market has been up here. Yesterday, it formed what we call like almost a double top. But the market tried to resist the decline yesterday, but still closed slightly below around the 6.6% now. But this morning, it was in green, in almost that same point that he lost yesterday. But now market is a bit flat, as I can see from here. But let's call other indicators that we use for analysis, to give us more clearer picture of what is happening in the market. We still want to call let's use our this commodity channel index to help us catch what the trend is doing, and also the momentum behind the market is very, very good. We're not using MACD today. Let's go to our money flow index and our C line. Change this to what, to 8. That if you are doing it on your own, you need to know what. Change to 8 days. Yes, if you come here as we speak now, you can see it also. The market is you take it from here. I want to look at what the market is doing. You can see it's here flat, almost side trending here now. That's why I said market is down. It's slightly in green. You can see it here. You can see it here now. For me, let's keep our finger crossed and look what the market is doing at this moment. There's no cause for alarm. It's going to see, because the numbers we're seeing show that once the players, especially the hot money, have done with the analysis of the number I just recently released to the market, you might see position taking. But the good thing is that let's keep our eyes on the market. If market is oscillating between this 50 basic point or circle line and there's 54 circle line, let's watch this trend. If you continue to oscillate this within this period or within this rate, these are what we want to also consider to see before we see a breakout at that 54. Now that a new uptrend has started again. If you look also below 49, you also know that the downtrend is also powerful. But let's keep our finger crossed as we look at the market together. But if you look at this market now, you can see your is still looking up around 50 something. Like I said yesterday, it's that of your oversold region here. But one thing is that this morning you can see that the market, the money flow has touched almost 32 something, but it's down now to around 28. For me, it's also there that front. It's not that's why I said liquidity is what the market is lacking now. But once liquidity comes to the market, we might see a better one trend. But on the 1 hour chart, you can see that the market is also above the T line, or it's trading live on the on the T line. Money flow is looking up here, almost around 83, which is good, looking up, and also on the 1 hour chart. While the CCI is also down slightly, but within the good range, has not gone to either oversold now. You can see that it's still strong. Yeah, tell you that the market is not doing badly. Once it's above the 70, you cannot see it's oversold. You can see at where it is now. Still keep our finger crossed here, but the market is not doing badly. If you have this trend line, market is trending up. From here to here on the 1 hour chart, it's still trending up. To speak now, it's trending. You can see it here before it pulled back and resisted here. But today, market is flat on the T line on the 1 hour chart. Yes, let's quickly look at the Access Bank